Alright, quick update on JASMY. So, since the last move up in the past couple of days, it does seem like we are running out of momentum. I want to talk about the market structure before I head into the oscillators, momentum indicators, and etc. So let's start off on the price action. I'm going to make this quick. My last update on JASMY was about it was coming on for about a month ago. We were all the way back here and we were predicting a macro breakdown to 0.004, and that is still in play in my opinion. You can see this is the reason why I haven't made an update. The last time I made an update, we were literally sitting just beneath this 786 Fibonacci at 1 cent. What have we done in the past 2 weeks? We came up again to the 786 slash the daily EMA ribbons, break down below the 786, back test of the 786, and once again retested the daily EMA ribbons from a slightly lower high. And once again, we're just literally lollygagging at that 786 right now. We're just beneath it, and I would like to highlight we've done this time after time again. We can zoom back very, very far. You know, I don't want to make this video super long, but we haven't had a bullish flip of the EMA ribbons since all the way down here. And why do I say this? Because we came into the daily EMAs here, and also here we got rejected. But you can actually see we had a fake out over here. We broke to the upside, we came back to backtest, made a lower high, and then we formed a head and shoulders, broke to the downside, and ever since then, you come into the daily EMA ribbons, breakdown, daily EMA ribbons, breakdown, daily breakdown, 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 breakdown. So I think you know what's coming next. We've basically created a rounding top. If we come over to the 4-hourly market structure, we've really just come up and started to roll back down. Looking at our momentum indicators over on the squeeze bomb, you can see that we are starting to trickle over into dark green, which is indicative that we are getting ready for a breakdown at this period in time. And once again, I really don't think we need to overcomplicate the analysis. I don't think we need to draw a million fibs. The fact of the matter is this orange box from our low to our high constitutes all of your important Fibonacci's like the 786, 618, and the 0.5. We are beneath absolutely all of these. And once again, just to hammer it in, every single time you come into these daily EMA ribbons, you break down, and every time you bounce back up into them, it is from a lower high. So market structure is completely unchanged. I did just want to give you a quick update since my last video, letting you know that in my opinion, we're getting ready for that breakdown. Why do I think the breakdown's happening now? This is where we're going to wrap up the video talking about the oscillators and momentum indicators. Let's start off on the MFI. This is the money flow index, or the money flow indicator, whatever you want. Basically on the 4-hourly time frame, every single time you come up to the overbought region, if you poke your head above 80 and then you top out and start to move back down, every single time without fail, you know, you break down and have a massive move back down to the downside. So this is why I think, you know, like I said, in the past couple of days, we've been moving up to the upside, solidifying that lower high, getting rejected from the daily EMAs, getting rejected from the 786 Fibonacci. I think we're gearing up for that next move back down to the downside. You can already see as the money flow index has gone up, that means retail has been buying the dip. They bought the dip into the lower high and they're starting to panic sell on the 4-hourly time frame. This is massively flushing out. Like I always say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. This came up from 19 all the way up to 88 in the extremely overbought territory within, this was from the 3rd of July up to the 4th of July. So basically 24 hours we went from oversold to overbought, and you can see how quickly we moved up from oversold to overbought. I think we're getting ready to move once again from the overbought down back down to the oversold region. Now if we do look at the MACD on the lower time frames like the 4-hourly, once again you can zoom out and you can see that we just play this out time after time again. You've got a high up here, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. And every time we do this, once again, we get ready for that next move back down to the downside. If we look at the MACD right now, it has flipped bearish and it is starting to cross down to the downside. Money is flowing out of the market. The squeeze momentum indicator is heading down. And if we do look at the daily time frame, you know, yes, once again, we talked about the squeeze bomb over on the daily time frame. It's just completely flat and stagnant in comparison to these massive bullish swings we had to the upside. So it's very clear, bulls are not in control. Every time bulls come into control, you have a tiny swing followed by a massive bearish flush out. Tiny swing to the upside, massive bearish flush out, tiny swing to the upside. Once again, I think we're getting ready for that last move to the downside. The MACD has head up way too fast for my liking, but if we do look at how much momentum is actually coming on the MACD, it has started to stagnate. And once again, same with the MFI. MFI almost reached overbought, and just like it's done here and here, and once again, just like I think it's about to do here, I think we're getting ready for that next move back down to the downside. It's not only JASMY, it's Bitcoin, it's all the other cryptos. If you look at the dollar is on a massive, massive run. I mean, we can zoom out on this as well. When in doubt, zoom out. You can see this was a miniature cup and handle we were looking at on the daily, but over on the weekly, you've just got an even bigger cup and handle pattern playing out right here. So the dollar is super strong. The stock market is super, super weak right now. And I really do think Bitcoin is getting ready for one quick capitulation down to around about 16 to 14K. I'm hedging my bets around about 16. I'd much rather heavily DCA at 16 and be presented with best targets at 14 than watch it go down to like 15 or 16 and then that's the bottom and I never get to buy because I was waiting for 14. I'm going to be DCAing heavily around 16.5, 16, 15 and 14. That is my plan until Bitcoin goes down to those levels. I do not think the bottom is in for JASMY. Once again, where do I think JASMY is heading down to? The exact same targets as I've been saying in my previous videos. The first target is from this asymmetrical triangle breakdown. This would be yielding a price target down at 0.005, and from where we are right now, this is about a 46% drop. The more bearish price target, when we do draw our Fibonacci from our low to our high, yields us with this 1.618 fib right here. And once again, this is a 60% drop from where we are, or maybe a 61% drop. No, literally a 60% drop. And this would be down here at 0.00394. This is where I think JASMY is going to. It's very clear, looking at the market structure, looking at previous fractals that have been playing out, looking at how much momentum is in the market, looking at the money that very, very quickly euphorically ran into the market and is now euphorically running out of the market. MACD heading down, momentum is very, very flat on the higher time frames, and on the lower time frames you're already starting to lose it as you are getting rejected from your 786 fib and the daily EMA ribbons. That is all I've got for JASMY. I will be updating you the next time a major move comes in. I will also be updating you if I do plan on buying the dip on JASMY as we do come down to these lower levels, but at this moment in time I am only interested in DCAing blue chips, and not at this moment in time. I'm interested in picking up Bitcoin at around about 16K. I'm interested in Binance at $100, and I'm interested in Ethereum round about $510. Also Solana between that $9 to $11 mark. These are the cryptos that I plan on getting as we do come down to these lower valuations. But the more risky cryptos like JASMY, I'm going to wait until we come down to these levels first. I will update you as we come closer. We will reevaluate the market structure the next time we do start to massively head down, and subsequently we will let you know down here whether we're expecting a big bounce or another move back down to the downside. That's all I've got for JASMY. If you do want to follow me over on Twitter, I might as well shield this because this was open for some reason. It is at 618_cowboy. I share technical analysis, daily news, and memes. And you know, I've been talking about the FOMC meetings down here, and also a couple of other fractals in the charts that you might be interested in. So if you do want to follow me over on Twitter, it's right here. The link is in the description down below if you don't want to type it. As always, my friends, that is all I've got for you today. And as always, cowboy out. Peace.